And good Tuesday morning, everyone. It's
Yeah.
great outside. We had a cold front, or let me rephrase it, a cool front come through. There no
We
such
don't
thing as
have
a cold
cold
front.
in
And
September.
no, this is usually sweat timber, but being this early in September, I have to say it's nice down here in Houston.
Wow. We're still
Which
hot up here in Lufkin.
now it was like 70 something and no humidity this morning. And it was like, oh, I
Nice.
love you.
Nice.
But did want to say we enjoyed last week's show with Stephanie Nadolny, and that was fun. Can't wait to have her on the show again, which could be soon.
I love her.
Won't
She's
say
awesome.
I won't say when, but I was talking to her, and she loves the idea that I have coming up, and she might be on a little bit sooner than expected, but
Yay.
that will be for them.
Before we do anything else, I want to say, Miss Amy, we're praying for your littles who aren't feeling good. So hopefully be back
Yes.
next time. But know that you're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yes, definitely. Everyone definitely send prayers for Amy with her little one, really sick, and definitely sending out prayers for her. But this weekend, well, first let's go with Thursday. 501st Legion.
We've got
That's
a
a
week.
show you. That's a show you don't want to miss.
No, the 501st crew are awesome. They are so
Yes.
cool. We met them. Well, I met them at the Comic Conroe, and they changed up. It's like 3 or 4 times, I think,
Yes.
a day.
They were busy. Now I did go over and talk to them at a Comic Palooza, and wow, did they have a big area to show off there. That was awesome there. Oh,
really
and
cool
speaking of the
people, too.
devil,
Oh, there
and
she
she's
is.
here.
Got to be talking about me. Come on.
Hey, it was nice. I said you're in our thoughts and prayers for you and your littles. We were being nice. See, we love you.
Yes, we were.
We love Amy.
Yeah, well, my little is. Let me see how I can do this. I don't know. I probably can't. My little one is right there.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
She's crashed.
Where's the other one?
Yeah, that one's asleep in her bed. So, yeah, Meadows my super sick one at the moment. I had to get her tested for COVID yesterday, so I'm waiting to find out everything. So.
Wow. Well, let us know.
Definitely having prayers for you on that.
It was a good thing. We were talking about you in a good way.
Yes. Believe it or not, it was good this time.
Hey, either way, it's all good. I'll own it, okay? Either way, it's cool. Whatever. Yeah, so I'll probably be out like this whole week. I probably am not going to make it to Eastern Rim. So
I didn't figure you would.
We didn't think you were.
Yeah.
Trevor said for Meadow to get well. That was Trevor.
Yeah. So that is my main thing. So even if she's better, like I'm probably not going to leave her this weekend. It's kind of one of those things, man. Like when she's been puking for like 72 hours.
Oh.
It's kind of, intense. So
well,
that's
I've been sending prayers since yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a little bit yesterday, so
yeah,
definitely
much appreciated.
Shame. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
Are you still getting your infusion of Starbucks? Is that still getting in there to help you through this?
No, not really. I don't really leave. I mean, I did get one when I had to take her to get tested because it's one of those things. I needed my stress reliever, and she wanted a water, and so they gave her Zolfran, and so it was so funny. She didn't want to leave it on her tongue, and so I just held it there until it dissolved for the most part. So she's sitting there with her tongue out like a dog, and I'm hanging it, slipping on there in the Starbucks drive-through line. I'm like, hey, you want a water now? All right, let's do this, So it's one of those things, but yeah.
Well, and it's awful because they can't necessarily tell you what's wrong. I mean, they can, but they can't. They just know something hurts. They just doesn't feel good, and she's throwing up.
Yeah, she can't really communicate it. I mean, she tries. And then I thought my youngest one, had it yesterday. And I think her stomach was just sour. So she's fine now. I mean, she's just running circles around picking on her sister at the moment.
Shame.
But I mean, other than that, it was a long weekend. Okay.
I can tell.
So it's, started Friday night. And of all things, we were getting pizza. We were in a pizza line to pick up pizza, and that's when this whole thing started. So of course we were so embarrassed because it was in line. And I'm over here trying to like clean it up. You know, I'm just like massive mom mode right out in public trying to clean it up and everything. And then we go and get in the car and we still wanted pizza and she was okay at the moment. So we did curbside pickup because we were too embarrassed to show our faces.
Aw.
So we were like, curbside pickup sounds great. You know, let's do that.
Well,
So
if it was
so
at Domino's, did you do their 2-minute curbside pickup or
No,
3?
I did mod pizza. I don't know. We all like something different on our pizzas. But it was just like when I went back and thought about it, I was like, man, that time in the car when we were waiting for our curbside pizza and just aimlessly driving around, I was like, I should have recorded this whole thing because this is like the definition of a hot mess mom right now. Like,
Aw.
I have one kid that's just like pitiful. I got my other one that's like, hey, what's going on? Why am I back in my car? And then I got my husband over here who's just like, Amy, I'm covered in puke and you want curbside pickup. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's only a 17-minute wait. We'll be good. Don't worry about it. We'll drive around. You want a Starbucks? Dunkin' Donuts on the road. They got good coffee. You want one of those? And he was like, Amy, I got puke on my shirt. We should just go home. I'm like, no, we drove all the way out here. We're going to make it work. We're going to get it, you know? And he just looked at me and he was just like, whatever. You know, he was over. He was totally over it. So, yeah, I was like, I should have recorded this whole thing because it was epic.
Oh, no.
Well, one of the things that you may have missed is I was talking to Stephanie after the show, and we might get her back for a little bit sooner than expected for
Nice.
a show. I'm working with her on that. I'll probably email her this week a little bit more on details.
Mhm.
So hopefully have that going. And then, of course, we have 501st this Thursday.
Mhm.
And then the exciting thing is, and a lot of y'all might get a little bit confused, we're going to have 2 live interviews going this weekend.
Not
We have
one, but
Eastern
2
Rim.
events.
We'll be at Eastern Rim, and El Ariachi will be at Fright Fest.
Oh man, I see Fright Fest advertisement everywhere, and I'm like, man, that one looks so awesome. I mean, Eastern Rim does too. I'm not saying that. I was planning on going to Eastern Rim, but then I saw Fright Fest, and I was like, man, why do they have to go on in the same thing? You know, Anubis,
Anubis is
what
back.
happened? I have missed you, Anubis. But yeah, man, those are gonna be exciting. I mean, I'll be sharing and everything like that, but the kids come first.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna have
Yeah.
Greg and I are gonna be at Eastern Rim, and then El Ariachi is gonna be at Fright Fest. So there are times where we could be pushing in live at the same time. So it'll be an interesting weekend to say the least.
Definitely.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be sharing it out everywhere that I can. For
Well,
sure.
I know we also have a couple panels at Eastern Rim.
Yes.
I know for a fact that the Con Hour one will be on Saturday, 11:30 to 12:15 in panel room 2. And then my sister and I have one on Sunday between 12:30 and 1:15 on writing sci-fi and middle grade fiction from a Christian vantage point.
Nice.
So it'll be
Isn't
fun.
Fern has panels too, right, Greg? You and Fern both
Yes.
do?
I don't know if I'm going to have more than one or not. If I do, then great. If not, then I'm good, because I'm actually probably going to want to sit down a little bit more, because I definitely do want to make the sales. I haven't been able to really sit down and sell at a con for a while, so I'm going to be
I think
trying to do
Eastern
a
Rim
little
is
bit
going to
of
be
both.
really great for that, though. I think Eastern Rim and NerdCon and Beaumont, I think the ones that are coming up, the next 3 that you guys are going to be at, I think they're going to be
Tyler
great
Comic Con.
sales.
Yeah. Tyler Comic Con as well.
Yeah.
There is a feedback on someone.
I think it's
Probably on
Amy's.
mine because I'm on my
Yes.
phone and my daughter's watching the new Cinderella movie, which let me just side note that came out on Friday and I'm pretty sure I've seen it 100 times. I can go around the house singing like, you know, Ina Menzel, at least in my opinion, all these songs. Okay. Material Girl, Rhythm Nation, Somebody to Love, you know, all kinds of stuff. I'm just musical up in here. We've watched that, Singing in the Rain, Hairspray. I mean, it is musical galore at my house. So that's probably me.
Well, speaking of new stuff, the exciting thing that came out last week, I have to say, I don't know how many of y'all have ever read The Wheel of Time, but Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time on Amazon And I am so looking forward to that. And the trailer came out this week.
Oh, I
Yeah.
watched that trailer. That looks awesome. Do you have that?
No, because we wouldn't be able to play it anyway due to
Oh,
copyright privileges.
yes. But it looks
But
cool. You guys got to look it up. It looks awesome.
yes, the only thing that I've read,
Hey, you guys,
I've
I
read
gotta
a lot of
go.
the series.
Bye.
I did read a lot of the series, and the only complaint I had is I think it was the guy's name was Ian. To me, he should be a little bit more muscular, and the beard, and they just
Well,
didn't
it's
really have
always
him like that.
different, between the book characters and what you have in your head. There's always going to be something that'll be different.
Definitely. And of course, the other thing that's been going around is the rumor about Charlie Cox being in Spider-Man, which he even pulled out receipts saying that he was nowhere near the filming. But people just don't want to believe that. But I did read, whether it's true or not, that Disney Plus is going to be working with a new Daredevil.
Really?
And they might get Charlie Cox. I don't know. But if they do, that would be awesome. And it's going to be a Disney Plus series, kind of like, I guess, The Mandalorian and, of course, the Netflix shows.
Well, I do know that Netflix is Lock and Key Part 2, I think, is coming out in October, which I cannot wait for.
Mm.
I'm still waiting for Stranger Things, people. Hello. We've been waiting for 2 years, please.
What was the other one that I did? Shang-Chi just came out this weekend. Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, not really spoilers, but just talking about it. And they're giving it between 7 and 8 out of 10. So that will be good. And I was reading, when did Dune come out, the remake?
I don't know.
Because I was reading a little bit about that. And the only thing I would like to see is maybe the graphics being a little bit better than the older version. But I mean,
though, there are so many great books out there. Greg Kelso,
yes.
DM Kelso's, and CJ Peterson's, by the way, for any producers that are listening. There are some great books out. That's Julie Brock. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
There are some great books out there. You don't have to keep remaking the old movies. There are some old ones out there.
Yes.
I happen to have right here a Christian sci-fi. That would be awesome. I mean, there's lots of books out there that they can remake into movies. Why do they need to keep remaking the old movies?
I'm getting a little bit tired of the remakes. Yeah, some of them probably do need to be remade, but I'm getting a little tired of the remakes, in all honesty. It's the same story. It's like, why do I want to go and watch the same story?
And it's not, you cannot remake Footloose. I'm sorry, that just did not work. And see, Anubis even agrees with us. I mean, you just cannot remake Footloose. The original was the original, and that's it. The remake was just not it for me. And even the same thing with Red Dawn. It's like the original was like the best.
And I definitely agree with that.
Exactly. And Anubis says they butcher them, and I totally agree. It's like, why would you do that? Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
And sometimes they don't get the right actors for the part.
No.
And that's a lot of it.
But once you've got the original in your brain, Hollywood is out of ideas. I agree with you. That's why I said we got like books galore. I've got them everywhere. I've got 15 of them now. Gonna have 16 in October.
And I have 3. I'm working on 4 and 5, and there's actually a 4th one that's going to be coming out in an anthology. So, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I know writers. I know a ton of writers. I know a ton of authors.
Hey, contact us. We will connect you, and nothing else to ourselves. But there's a lot of authors that we have massive connections to. Producers, are you listening? Hashtag producers, hashtag movie, hashtag hello.
There we go. All these hashtags.
Hashtag drop the mic.
There we go.
Work with me, people.
Yes, definitely. The remakes need to stop. Get with some authors. I mean, there are people that are trying to, I think they have, like on Kickstarter, they have a lot of people that are trying to produce their own, but I mean, that takes a lot of money, and you really have to build that up.
See, Anubis, I think that's a great idea.
That would be, yes.
I think that's a great idea. You know, when you get unique ideas, even if it's the same movie from a different perspective. I mean, there's a reason why the Netflix originals are reaching the top 10. It's because they are what?
Original.
Original. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are off of comic books. So, I mean, yeah, original, but it's still part of the story.
Yeah, right, but it's
But
not a
it's
remake.
not something that hasn't been out already. So, yeah,
Exactly.
that I agree with.
Anyway, that's my rant for today. I am so proud of myself, though. Thank you guys very much. It has been 1 week, and I have not had any caffeine or any soda. And yes, everybody is still alive, including my sweet, adoring, loving husband. He is still alive. Our cat is still alive, and our dog is still alive.
I think the cat would be the first to go. They have attitudes.
No, actually,
Yes,
he
they
kind of
do.
parks. Not Samson though. He kind of parks on top of me and just sits and purrs the whole time while I'm writing. So he's okay. It's the dog, little Scrappy Doo, little D. It's like Scrappy Doo when you think of Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo.
Mhm.
She is like the nth degree of Scrappy Doo. She's like in your
Yeah.
face. I want to play. Throw this for me. No, I don't want to throw it. I want to tug it. No, I want to throw it. No, I want to tug it. Where are you throwing it? Get me, love me, kiss me, hug me, cuddle me. I'm like, ah.
Now, the other thing I do want to mention is I did put a thing out for T-shirts for the con hour.
Oh,
Which-
yes.
Now, to let you know, we're not going to be selling them there. We're only going to be doing the pre-orders until we can start building up. So if you want a shirt, you definitely have to contact me.
Do we have pictures
And we
of
will
those?
have them. Nah, it's basically our logo, which is the one there, or let's see if I have the other one up. I'm not sure if we do or not, but where's my brands? Nope, don't have them.
Okay.
But this is,
Well, you
well,
can take
one of
pictures
them
this
is the
weekend
logo.
because will you have one this weekend as like a sample that people can see?
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
have much of anything. I am going to be talking to the person that's going to be doing them and going to be getting them ready basically for Beaumont, which will have the different colors. This one
Cool.
is only black for right now.
But it has
because-
our really cool logo made by Davy Jones, which is
Yes.
right here next to, make sure I'm pointing the correct way. I am. This one right here.
Yes, it will be either the three of us or it will just be the clock with the logo.
Mhm.
So you can decide on that.
Cool. And the different sizes. And how much are they going to be?
It will be $20 for small through extra large and $25 for double X and triple X.
Okay. And are we shipping them or how are they getting
No,
their t-shirts if they pre-sale?
it is only going to be at Eastern Rim. You have to pick them up at Eastern Rim. So that, and then we're going to work on Beaumont, and then after Beaumont,
Okay.
and
let me
then
see if
after Beaumont, we will be doing probably the pre-sales. And I'm also going to be working on our patron page, coming up with ideas for that.
Okay, so let me see if I'm following you correctly because this sounds a little confusing. So they can pre-order them now to pick them up at Eastern Rim?
Correct. That's
Okay.
it.
That's what
That is
what
it.
we were missing. I thought you meant they could pre-order them at Eastern Rim.
No.
So for those listening, you can pre-order them now. So get a hold of Greg. You can pre-order them now to pick them up at Eastern Rim, and then they can pre-order them to pick them up at Beaumont.
I'm waiting for the different colors. What we're doing
Okay.
is we're trying to match the different colors to say, hey, this looks good, this doesn't look good. That way it's not going to be like, you don't want to see the gray on a gray shirt.
No. No.
We're working with colors right now. That's the big thing. But I
Yeah.
do know that they do look good on black.
Mhm.
So right now, Eastern Rim is only going to be black.
I'll bet they look good on red too.
They probably do. But like I
Got
said,
it,
I'll be getting with him this week. And I do need the orders in either by today, probably today, maybe tomorrow. That
Mhm.
way I can pick them up on Thursday to have for Eastern Rim.
So speaking of Comic Cons that we're talking about, we have Eastern Rim this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Tyler. Let me pull up a calendar. I have Tyler Comic Con is on the 9th and 10th of October. And then we have Beaumont Comic Con on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of October. Is that correct? So we're
Correct.
doing lives from all of those. El Ariachi
Mhm.
this weekend is doing live from Fright Fest. And
Yeah.
then we start to head into the Renaissance Festival time.
Correct, because I think Amy is going there for the Halloween weekend.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I think Elle said he might be doing the Pirate Weekend. I'd have to get with him to verify that. I
The
got
what
the
weekend?
Scott
Oh, Pirate.
Pirate. I got the Scott weekend, and then you'll
Okay.
have the Celtic weekend.
Yep. We will be at both the Scott and the Celtic, and I will probably do a few interviews at the Scott. But my main one will be the Celtic.
Oh, definitely, because you'll be doing all the Christmas.
Christmas is my favorite holiday. What's yours?
I don't know. I think I like Labor Day with all that barbecue.
See, but I'm a
But
Christmas kid. I love Christmas. I love the lights. I love just everything about it. And I'm also Irish, which is why we chose Celtic Christmas. And my husband is a Scot Irish, which is why we chose the Scottish weekend as well.
well, I think they need to make April Fool's a holiday. That would be a good one.
That would be bad.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Be pranks being played everywhere.
Oh, definitely. Come
That
over
could
for
be
a barbecue. Nope.
Sorry, April Fools, you're bringing it yourself.
Yep. There we go. But we do have a lot coming up. I have put up a couple of shows for October, so go check them out. I do know one is Ghost Talk. They actually have a podcast, and they actually do paranormal research, and they do ghost hunting. They'll be on. Steve Andrino will be on. His
Yay, I
original
love
costume
him. He's awesome.
actor for Babu from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So
He's
we'll have
a really
them
cool
on.
guy.
And let's see. I think those are the only two I have posted right now. I'm still working on a few others, which, again, that will be this week to verify everybody.
And then we got some really good ideas for Christmas time. Like I said, my favorite holiday.
And November, I'm working on getting some artists on. So hopefully the artists will come on. Definitely going to be reaching out to them probably either this week or next week.
Very cool.
But November and December, we are definitely working on. I'm waiting for a couple more answers from people we have invited. No, I'm not going to tell y'all who yet. That would be cheating.
Well, just wait till they say yes. When they say yes, then we'll talk.
Yeah, definitely.
When they say yes.
It's going to be an exciting end of the year. And then we're going to start. I'm thinking season 2 will probably be at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, we started late this year, but we'll start season 2 in January.
Gotta kick off the year right. I mean, can you imagine kicking off the year with us? How much fun that would be?
I don't think I'm going to do a New Year's Eve night show, though.
No. Oh, that would be so fun. Oh, come on. We'd be sitting there going, oh, it's midnight.
I'd be sleeping.
That's what I'm
Y'all
saying.
would hear
We'd
me
all be
snoring the whole time.
You'd be like, yeah, it's midnight. Meanwhile, Amy's like going, yeah, she'd be having a ball up there.
Well, I could take the computer outside and just point it in one direction, because this is country area. And I guarantee you that July 4th and New Year's, just between our neighbors alone, there's probably about $30,000 to $50,000 spent on fireworks. So who needs to go anywhere? Of course, our poor dogs. That's horrible for them. But again, I mean, it's where we live, so can't change that fact.
Well, we have a busy time coming up, so I'm just super excited about everything that's coming around. And it's like between that and I have, what did I say this morning? 4 more books. I have like 5 books coming out between August 30th and January. By the way, authors, don't ever do that. It's not fun. No. But so lots of books coming out. So there's lots of advertising for books coming out. There's the Comic-Cons, there's the Ren Fest, there's, the special guests that we have throughout the week. And then, of course, our regular Tuesday morning. So Anubis, make sure you set your clock, because we'll be here every Tuesday morning at 11. And you are a treat to have on here. And so is everybody else who's joining us today. Like I said, we had Julie, Brock, and Trevor also joined us from Facebook today. So.
And the other thing is, guys, we are definitely growing and we love having you grow with us, but we definitely need to grow a little bit more. And we're going to be working on some contests. We're at 130 right now. I'd love to see us hit the 250 mark on YouTube.
Ooh.
And I like Amy's idea of having people show on YouTube that they are subscribed and having a guest host. Now that would be
Oh.
fun.
You know what? Anubis should be a guest host. He would be
Oh,
a
God.
kick.
Oh, but again, that is probably what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if we should do it at 250 or if we should do it at 500.
He said, no, you don't
No,
want
you
that.
don't want that. So I might put in a poll on our Facebook group to say, hey, do you want this or do you want that?
I think
and work
guest
it out.
host would be fun.
Well, I meant like at 250 or 500.
Or both.
Or both. We could do both. See how that works out. Because, I mean, we're not too far from 250. I mean, 130 is really not that far.
And
Not
we
in
do
my
have
eyes.
connections, so, you know.
And each convention that we go to, we usually gain about 4 or 5. So, hoping to have that done. So, again, definitely look us up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join us on Facebook, Twitch, and we will have, like I said, special shows for Twitch and, of course, YouTube and Facebook. A lot of the times with Facebook, what you get is the lives from the conventions. And then on YouTube, we combine them all and put them all together. And then Twitch, where we do have occasional shows that are only on Twitch. So that will be coming up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up. And working with, I haven't talked to her lately, but working with Sherlana might be coming up with a Discord server where it's basically gamers, e-games. She's great at e-games. She's professional e-gamer. So hopefully that will come about. And that is basically...
That would be a heavy Twitch one. Twitch would love that.
So things to think about. And like I said, I'm going to be working on our Patreon, trying to figure that out and being able to change the graphics now that we have new images. So that will be good. And other than that, I think that's about all I have for today.
Awesome.
Anything?
Sorry, I've got allergies going on. No, it is not COVID. Yes, I have been vaccinated. Don't stress. It's allergies, and it hits me every year at this time. And unfortunately, due to the rains, our bees were not able to produce the honey this year for us. They basically are trying to cover their own tails to get them through the winter. So I haven't been able to have my raw honey. So unfortunately, the allergies are actually hitting me. So I have a big old bag of Halls that I'm carrying around with me everywhere. But don't worry, it is not COVID. So just know that I am okay. Allergies.
And the other thing, just a reminder, do send prayers to Amy. Her little one is sick. So send prayers to her and her little one. Let them get better. And other than that, I don't have anything else. CJ, do you have anything else for the...
No, just say thanks for joining us today at 11 o'clock. Look for us again at 11 o'clock next week, but stay tuned on Thursday night at 6 o'clock for the 501st. They are awesome, and they are a great crew to talk to and a great group of people. So super excited. Nubis says sending Amy's baby prayers.
Baby prayers. There we go.
We all are. Amy, we're with you in spirit and hope that Meadow gets better soon, and praying for sanity for you with little Sky running around. So love y'all.
Yes.
Catch you on Thursday.
And as